what time it is?
Boom Shakalaka!
Yay! Hey, it's Friday, y'all. This is it.
Oh boy, yes it is. And the weather is just so wonderful. It just makes a Friday feel even better.
The sunshine and everything, Brian.
Beautiful.
It is. You made it. You made it. You're here. This is Miss Rocki and Chaveevah's North End Update Live because
there's always something good going on the North End and everywhere else in the Cedar Valley.
Yes.
There
and
you go.
You know that, Brian.
Yes, ma'am.
Every week. We tell everyone.
Everybody.
And if they don't watch, they're virtually square.
I've never seen your show.
Oh, whatever.
Oh,
no. A lot of other people.
Essentially L7, all that stuff.
Right. Like L7 for real.
I think I'm a far too regular guest.
Oh, no. I think you were here a couple weeks ago, but we caught you at a meeting yesterday, and you said you'd sit in for
That's
our
so sweet.
co-host, and we always like to have you because he served us so well at Bryan's. Remember, we used to get free wine. Now we got to buy it.
Does somebody have a tissue? I
know, it's tough. It's tough.
Or the world's smallest violin.
Right. Last week we had a great show. We had Travis, and you've been on the show with Travis.
Travis Ferguson.
You betcha. That's a good kid.
Yeah, if you want to not get noticed on a show, be on a show with Travis Ferguson.
Yeah, he takes a little room.
He takes a little bit of the spotlight.
Right.
Yeah.
And we had Pat Kinney, who's a great journalist and historian.
Yes.
Full of knowledge.
Absolutely. And Mayor Hart was our co-host, and we call him our city guru.
Right. Snappy dresser.
Yes, he is.
Snappy dresser.
Yes, he is.
My daughter is enthralled with Mayor Hart, my 11-year-old.
Oh,
my gosh.
yeah.
Her name is Matea. She's a
big fan. You betcha. I bet you there's a lot of people that look up to him, including us. I mean, he's always giving us insight on what's going on in the city and what we can do to improve and all
And he
that
can
good
tie a
stuff.
bow tie.
He can tie his own tie.
That's super cool.
That's always a benefit.
He's watching, you know.
Right. So you're going to keep going until I change the subject. Okay, enough about Mayor Hart. What about me? No.
Well, now, Rocki, you know, we like to talk about the good stuff, but at the same time, wait a minute. Comments?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
All right.
Tim Cooper says, hello all.
Hello.
Hey, Tim Cooper.
Andy Hartley says, let's all go get coffee.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Is it that time? Coffee time.
Janice Durham says, Mueller report has been submitted to the Justice Department.
Ooh, that's huge.
Ooh.
But we ain't fitting to talk about that.
There you go.
We ain't fitting to talk about
We
that.
ain't finna talk about that.
Erica Hopper says, boom, shakalaka.
Hey, that's
Erica.
number one. Number two gets a copy of Travis It's Not Your Birthday. So that was our toast. So let us know when number two comes in, Zion. One more boom shakalaka.
All right. Yeah, because, you know, we were just getting ready to start talking about all these terrible things that are going on out here. You know, we like to focus on what's good.
Right.
But we can't just ignore this other stuff.
We got to let people know our heads are not in the sand. We know what's going on.
That's right. Have you heard about Offutt Air Force Base being flooded?
That is so scary.
It really is. I mean, they had to move 8 planes because of the flooding. And you know that's where our Strategic Air Command is.
Right.
Right.
So does that mean we're more vulnerable, Brian? Do you
It's
think?
a big word.
What?
It's a big word, but I was on a show a couple weeks ago and I learned some of those words. It's
Vulnerable?
fucking
Yeah.
It's-
You're talking about with DJ Suspense?
Susceptible. We're yeah, I got it.
Yeah, it could be.
You know
and
what malaprop means? Malapropism?
No.
I'll explain it to you after the show.
Okay. He always goes left field. Okay, but what about the Mueller investigation? I guess that's being turned in.
Yeah.
And did you hear about the college admission scandal? Now those girls are getting charged, or
Girls and boys.
girls and boys.
Students.
Yeah.
Students are starting to be sought after.
That's right, because they, as far as how much they may have known about it, and so now they're looking at possibly, kicking some of those guys out.
Oh my, what a big mess.
Yeah.
But guess what?
We
ain't finna talk about
that.
No,
we
are not.
finna talk about our wonderful guest.
That's
Ding,
right.
ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. What's that?
Edward Stouffer says, boom, shakalaka.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Ed, you are the new proud owner of Travis, It's Not Your Birthday.
Yay.
The multicultural book for every family.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much, Ed, for that. Okay. So what we are going to talk about, though.
Hey, we are going to talk about Banneker watches.
Yes. We both have Banneker watches on.
Yes.
And thank you. Brian doesn't have one. That's why he's crying and wearing dark glasses and stuff. But we do, right, Chaveevah?
Yes, and the Banneker Watch Company was founded in 2003 by Derek Holmes. Hometown Holmes from right here in Waterloo.
Shout out.
Yes. And, Banneker that name carries a lot of weight because Benjamin Banneker, if you didn't hear about him in history or whatever, he was like, I call him Papa Everything because he was one of the surveyors who laid out Washington, D.C. He was an inventor, a watch and clock maker.
Wow.
And
he was born
things.
Free in the 1700s.
That's
a
right.
Free man. Yeah. So
yes.
This is a black entrepreneur
Yeah.
that just made history, and Derek Holmes has recreated some
Carried
of his
on that tradition of
Yes.
watchmaking. Yes.
with wood parts.
Yes.
And so we are so thankful and humble. And thank you so much, Derek Holmes, for allowing us to sponsor you and being a part of the Banneker family. It's just what we got in the mail. It said, welcome, and you're a part of the family.
Okay.
So
That sounds really nice. You
It
know what
does.
else we're going to talk about?
What?
Hey, we're going
There's
to talk
more?
about our awesome guests that we have today.
Of course.
That's right.
Yes, we got some great guests coming up here pretty soon. We're going to be introducing Michelle Westphal, who's the secretary to the mayor. And I think
Yes.
she's secretary to more people, too.
Could be.
I don't know for sure.
I don't know,
We'll
but we'll
find
talk
out,
about that
though.
when we get a chance to talk to her. And we're also going to be talking to Bill Tate. He's a
Yes.
Columbus High School Athletics Hall of Famer. He is a coach and a mentor, and he's going to talk to us about all those kind of things. See, now every week I talk about what great guests we have because every week is true.
That's right. And Brian, we got some quick things right here we're going to be talking about, too. And we're going to let you go ahead and tell us all about that.
Waterloo Homecoming, is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
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 Okay, Waterloo Homecoming, second weekend in August. Don't miss it. How was that?
That was
was
great.
Yes.
Pretty smooth.
I didn't ad-lib or nothing.
I know.
I didn't throw
Let's
nothing
see how
else in.
far you can go on the
Okay.
next one.
RLCA Ball next Saturday, 6 to 10 p.m. at the Grout Museum, 503 South Street.
Yes, and I've
Yes.
heard all the tickets are sold. So shout out to everybody that bought those tickets. What a great fundraiser for Royal Legacy Christian Academy.
Okay, now can we talk about me now?
No,
Okay.
what's next?
Students of the Month,
Okay.
Karis Roberts,
Yes.
East.
Yes.
Ajla?
Yes.
Ajla?
Shaveeva's the best. You better
Ajla,
Sounds-
am I
sounds
saying
right to
Ajla?
me.
Ajla Muheljic. Aja Muheljic. West Carmelita Salcedo.
All right. At
And
Expo.
Expo.
Yes,
Yes.
congratulations to all of our students of the month.
Yes. Congratulations.
Okay.
And this is Colon Cancer Awareness Month.
What about Women's History Month?
Yes.
Skipped right over that.
It is Women's History Month.
If you got a choice to talk about a colon or a woman, I suggest we gravitate towards talking about the
This
woman.
guy, okay, this
Give me
guy.
my
Women of the
notes
month.
back. Okay.
All right.
Women of the month. It's the year of the woman.
Yeah,
I mean, it's all year. So
Yeah.
we're celebrating women too.
yeah. Women are definitely taking a new place in society.
Rightfully
It's happening.
so.
It's happening
yes.
finally.
It's been a long
Yeah,
time
finally.
coming. But yeah, hopefully we'll make some big changes and we'll be seeing all of that soon.
So, yeah, now I've been married for 20 years, so I have a very clear understanding of the power of a woman.
Good.
Very clear.
Well, it's good that you know.
Crystal clear.
Okay.
I got it.
Just a couple of quick shout outs before we introduce our guests. We want to shout out Rodney Lewis of
Yes.
Rodney's Kitchen. Thank you so much for providing the free meals for the kids over the spring break.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for everything that you do in the community.
Right.
He's done that
And-
since day one. When he
Yes.
Right.
He's done that since day one.
He is. He's a great guy.
He is cool.
Yes, and Travis Ferguson Real Estate for sponsoring Student of the Month every month for that recognition. Thank you so much. You are the best, young man.
Yes, you are.
And of course, our crew, Ed,
Yes.
Mark, and Zion, we love you. Thank you. Follow us at North End Update or like our page. You can follow us. Go to the Rocki and Chaveevah page and click follow because all the friends are gone, but you can follow us. All right, and watch us on YouTube anytime, any show. And now we want to thank Banneker. Watch one more time. Thank you, Banneker.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Derek. Hometown Homes. All right, I think, and now, without further delay, Zion, do we have any more comments?
We have one more. Bruce Gardner says, "What's up from the big?" It just says ... after that.
Okay. Hey, Bruce. All right. Without further ado, we're going to introduce Mr. Bill Tate.
Yes.
Nice to meet
Yes.
you, Bill. I haven't met you before. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Yeah.
meet you,
Pleasure.
Bryan.
How are you?
Yeah,
Thank
fine. Thank you.
Bill.
Thank you.
And Michelle Westphal. Yay, Michelle. Here, let's scoot you over here a little bit more. There we go.
I haven't met you yet either. How are you?
Nice to meet you, Bryan.
Yes. Yes.
Michelle.
Hey, Bill.
And welcome to both of you guys. You guys are, and you got the memo. We're wearing pink today.
Yeah, I guess I did. Didn't I?
And of course, the guys are off, but it's okay. You look great. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, we wanted to talk to you guys because we always ask everybody that comes on this show the trick question. And I think Ed knows what the question is. Bryan, you know what the question is.
Oh, heck yeah.
Do you want to ask it?
Sure.
No, we don't want to give you that privilege. You might ask anything. Okay, do you subscribe to the Soul Town?
All right.
Do you?
No.
And see, and that's what most people.
Well, Mayor does.
There you go.
Oh.
What most people
Does he
respond
share?
is that no.
Does he share? She said yes. I
Okay.
just love her. Isn't she so sweet? Yes, he does. He shares.
As you can see in the background behind us, the Soul Town magazine. It's this a particularly
there it
great
is.
cover this month.
Yes.
There's a cover story a tribute to the great,
Yes.
yes, Mrs.
Anna
Mae
Weems.
Weems.
Yes. She is 93 this year and is going. Have you met her?
I've not met her.
Oh, honey, she is a powerhouse still in this community. She's traveling around the schools and everything else and still giving of herself.
She brought Martin Luther King to this city.
Yes.
And just
twice.
has very long, sustained reputation for being an activist.
Oh,
So,
yes,
yeah.
yes. And so there's a great story in there about Anna Mae Weems and her relationship to the community and basically the country as a whole. So you don't want to miss your chance, Bill Tate,
Yes.
to get your copy. And you can get your copy by going to thesoultown.com. And you can get a digital copy there. You can just watch it online. And Bryan, when you do that, when you flip the pages, it makes this really cool sound online. It goes what?
Yes, it does.
Bloop.
Yeah, like turning pages.
Right, it's really
I
cool.
have to subscribe.
I have to.
online.
Yeah.
I go down to the clothing store and
See, there
get
you
my
go.
Oh, that's
Soul
right.
Town
He
there.
goes to
right
Tri-City
down
Yeah.
the street. Yeah.
and gets a hard copy. So
That's right.
yeah. And also the other benefit is you can watch our show. So this show will be you can just press play if you watch it digitally. You can see yourself.
Oh,
All
boy.
right.
And you're thrilled about that. All right. So then get your copy of the Soul Town.
Yes. Okay, and we want to move right along and talk about birthdays. We always want to shout out our people, some of our friends from our Facebook page, and say happy birthday.
Yes. Let's let Bill read one line over there in your big voice.
We'd like to wish happy birthday to Tom Cooper II.
Yay, Tom.
All right.
Happy
All right.
birthday, Tom.
Tom and Alice, go ahead.
Allison Monique, happy birthday, Tiffany Farmer, Jerry R. Mabry, and Tierra Ellis.
All right.
Happy birthday to Amber Joy Dagnillo,
Your voice.
Harrison Michael Harris, Leanne Roof, Betty Marin Tovar, and Zorana Wortham.
All right. All my peeps. And
All right, happy
Michelle?
birthday to Warren Wortham,
Yes.
Latanya Mathis. Happy birthday to Diane Robertson and Tyler Cohn
Hey, Tyler.
and Andre L. Bradford. Happy
All
birthday.
right, Thank
Right,
you.
Yes, happy birthday, everyone.
Yes, and now guess what else you get to do? We love to make.
Oh, are you up for
Bill
this,
is
Bill?
like, oh my goodness, what next?
Let me guess, we're going to
What's
sing
next?
Happy Birthday in the style of Stevie Wonder.
Oh, see?
What a lucky guess.
What
Oh, what a
a
lucky
great
guess.
guess. You're the winner. You're the winner.
Of nothing.
Of nothing. Okay, and we do get to do that. And it goes something like this.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya.
Sing.
Happy birthday, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. All right.
All right, now we all feel celebratory. Would you like some water? I just assumed that you wouldn't want wine.
You want
Did you
some?
want wine?
No,
Because we
thank
do
you.
have wine, but you're at work
I'm,
and everything.
I'm at work,
so.
yeah, and taxpayers wouldn't want to.
No, they
Pay
wouldn't
me
wanna
to get
sponsor
drunk.
that. I know.
Thank you.
We'll go ahead and get some and I'll take yours.
No, that's perfect. Thank you, Michelle.
I'm
You're so
just trying to help
gracious.
out. I'm trying to help out. That's all
So
I'm
we
trying to do.
usually do ladies first on our show. So Chaveevah has a few questions, I think.
Yes,
Right.
well, again, first of all, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for
And,
having me.
Yeah, just tell us a little bit about yourself personally.
Well, I was born in Waterloo, raised in Evansdale. My parents still live in the house they built back in 1961, I think. I went to Catholic schools, St. Nicholas, St. John's, and then Columbus.
Are those the St. Nicholas in Evanston?
Yeah,
Oh, I've
it's no
never-
longer. Pointer Elementary was built
Okay.
at the location. So you know you're old when your school gets torn down.
Oh, you're older.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And I've been with the mayor's office for about 9 years, 8-9 years, and with the city about 32.
Oh my! So you started. I was stalking your page, and I found out that you started back in 1989. Seven. Wow. So yeah, that's 32 years.
Yeah, it's
And
been
did-
a long time ago.
Was it always with the mayor or
No,
the city?
I started in building inspections
Oh.
and moved around to keep my sanity. But it's been quite a learning experience. I went from building inspections to transportation department, and that department's no longer. It was phased out. And then I worked for leisure services, I think for about 13 years. And then I went to the central garage and traffic operations.
Okay. So what was your favorite? What's been your favorite job with the city? With the-
Leisure services.
Really? What about the mayor?
Oh,
You asked her her favorite job.
I asked you your favorite job, and then okay.
I love
I bet-
flowers and trees and things like that. And our city
Right.
forester is housed in our leisure services department, and it's a great group of guys over there.
Okay.
I've enjoyed all of them, but
What's been exciting or eye-opening or whatever about the position that you're in right now, as far as being the secretary?
exciting. You never know what's going to come.
Does Mayor Hart really cut his own hair?
No, I would imagine
do.
not.
Really?
You do.
Okay, good one.
Well, we know that you get him down here on time, and we always call you to make sure that he's on the schedule on the
Yeah.
third Friday.
I just heard he cut his own hair.
No, he doesn't cut his own hair.
He ties his own tie, though.
Yes, he does.
His own bow tie. We hear
Yeah.
that. He's got mad bow tie skills.
Yeah.
But not
I'm
that.
not sure if he even looks in a mirror to do it. I think he can just do it.
Is that right?
I think.
Okay. Tell us the most exciting thing about working in your office there. I mean, do you guys do?
Exciting.
I mean, do things get down to the wire and you have to rush like on Scandal? You know.
Well, he probably does, and I try to help him with that. But as far as excitement is,
City Council Day. No.
yeah, just, lately, in the past few years, it's been quite a political climate, and that's, I don't
So
want
on
to
a-
say exciting.
So on a fun note, the mayor gets to meet and greet and socialize with a lot of very important
Yes.
people.
Yes.
Who do you think is the most exciting person that he's gotten to rub elbows with since he's been mayor?
Oh, geez.
Who's he entertained or brought to town or?
Well, I know Abby Finkenauer was just in the office
Yes, she was
yesterday.
yesterday. We saw that.
And there was a candidate who just happened to stop by one day. I can't think of his name, forgive me, but
Oh, that's fine.
stuff like that. You never know who will be coming through the door. So
No presidents lately.
no.
Good.
When I worked for Buck, Buck Clark, when he was mayor, he would get correspondence from Joe Biden.
Okay, cool.
So
Well, you
What
know-
about John Roof? John Roof?
I did not work.
Oh, you didn't work for John?
Mm-mm.
There's
No.
nobody that guy doesn't know. He knows everybody in the world.
You
Oh, I bet.
you
Yeah.
are looking forward to a retirement pretty soon. huh?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Next week's my last week.
Wow, I didn't know it was that close. I just knew it was
Awesome.
upcoming.
Yeah.
So what do you have in mind for the future?
Well, my son lives in California. He's a golf course maintenance person in Los Angeles, so plan on visiting him.
And I did stalk your page, and you make jams, and they win
did.
at the Iowa State Fair.
Oh.
So
That's true. Yeah.
you are quite a phenomenal woman yourself, doing all that homemaking type stuff.
So I love doing things like that.
Okay, jelly.
Sewing
Too.
sewing and quilting and gardening.
Oh, okay. So you have gardens, flowers, vegetables?
Both.
Okay. Cool. Sounds like me. We should be friends.
Yes,
Or-
we are.
Yes, we are. We'll be more friendly. Well, Michelle, best of luck and best
Thank you.
wishes in your upcoming retirement.
Thank you.
And hope is your husband retired as well?
He is retired.
Oh,
Mhm.
wonderful. So you'll live happily ever after.
We hope. Yes.
Right, yes, yes.
That's the plan.
Well, thank you so much for joining
thank you.
us today.
It was nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you, Brian.
Now we know what the backbone of the city is, right here. Yes. Now, Bill, the
Yes.
man of the hour. Thank you so much. I'd
Thank
never
you.
met you. I think I met you once at a church
Yeah,
function,
yeah,
your
yeah.
mom or something.
At the church, I think I met you
Yeah,
once
yes.
with Reverend Funches.
Right,
There
that's
were
right.
meetings community meetings he had in the past, and so I would meet folks there. And I met you
Sure.
there.
And so you work in corrections.
Yeah.
Tell
Yep,
us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, born and raised here in Waterloo with 3 other siblings and have a twin sister, and our nicknames were called Pebbles and Bam Bam.
Oh boy.
Okay. So
Interesting. Okay.
So went to public schools up to 8th grade, and then parents sent us to Columbus, and I had an opportunity to wrestle as well as get my academics together, and had a chance to qualify to state all 4 years and win a state title in 1983, and with a close friend that grew up together, Mike Van Arsdale, and I both went to Iowa State along with Stuart Carter from the
sure.
area. So
Right.
all 3 of us was at Iowa State and part of a '87 championship, national championship team,
Wow.
and so I was blessed to have the opportunity to go to Columbus, and they did. They prepared me, got me ready for the next level, if you will, and so was able to get my degree in social and psych and start working with kids.
Wow.
Lutheran Social Services was my first job, working with displaced kids, behavioral kids, and that's where my heart was at. And so I continue here in Waterloo in 90 at Quakerdale and worked there for about a year.
Okay.
And then for there I had an opportunity to get hired with the state and got hired as a probation parole officer. And then at that time, sex offender unit was a huge thing, and so I got certified working with sex offenders and doing treatment and groups of that. And then this latter part of my coming close to 30 years now. I work in the mental health with dual diagnosed men that have a mental health diagnosis and a substance abuse.
Oh my, that has to be quite a challenging but rewarding
Yes.
job. Yes.
Something that I want to continue in the Black community to address the mental health.
Oh my
That
goodness,
is
you know,
prevalent.
that's one thing, one issue that Chaveevah and I have talked about in the Black community. It just seems in all communities,
Sure.
but I think predominantly Black is just like a hush hush. Nobody wants to talk about it.
Yes.
Nobody wants to seek help. You know, it's
Due to
a
some
stigma.
stigmas
Yes.
right, and the labels that come with it. So we have to do a lot of educating
Yes.
because it is here. We do have mental health.
Yes.
Good to know that there are some resources that people can access. What's one of the most, if you can even narrow it down to one, but what are some of the most satisfying things about the work that you do, working with people?
Well, I'm blessed to work with a good group, a unit of co-workers that we can support each other. But what's an important thing that I focus on in terms of value, and that's what I teach is values. And I tell the clients that I work with that's on supervision that they are of value, and that I work with them, that the charge or the behavior that got them on supervision doesn't have to define them, and that there is some value in them.
Yes.
And so that's my rehabilitation with working with folks to keep them here in the community, is get them to notice that they matter, that they are important.
Wow.
So
Are the fiscal resources to support your work on the rise or on the decline? Is it something that is being supported politically and through government, or are you suffering a loss of funds?
yeah. I think that's a very good question, Brian. And there's political, there's always funding issues, and so the way I had adjust to the political and where the dollars are, you want to follow the money. I chose just to focus on the individual. If I can just do that work and just hope that money does come there, but I can't control the funding, but I can control some level how I work with that individual with the resources that I do have available.
Well, I just hope we're successful someday in making the prison systems not be our mental health solution.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
We're working very hard to reverse that.
Yes. Yes,
So,
indeed.
How long have you been coaching?
Well, my timeline of coaching, I went back to my high school, Columbus, in 2001, and coached till 1991 to 92 till 2002 season. Okay. And so now currently I coach with junior Trojans football, volunteer. It's my 5th year, and I do that with Coach Will Cody, a longtime person from the community. Also, I guess he's the father-in-law of Mayor Hart. So,
That's
Okay.
right.
So-
Right, Poochie.
and so I've been looking to put my time and energy in the community, helping with those kids, 3rd, 4th grade level, 5th and 6th. Try to catch them there in the athletic.
What was your weight class when you?
158 pounds my senior year in college, and 155 in high school. But I started off at 112, 26, 45, 55,
Wow.
then 158 all 4 years in college.
And do you accredit wrestling to keeping your weight and keeping your
Yeah, I go to the Y. I do
Self-fit.
some work, but most wrestlers have a high metabolism, and so we've been fortunate to kind of maintain our body structure.
Okay, one more wrestling question.
Okay.
You don't have cauliflower ears.
No,
You
no.
wore, it's good, because I bet when you decided, as a child, so many kids think they're going to be whatever they are at that time, and they want to be tough, and
Yeah.
so I bet you're glad. 'Cause-
Yeah, I just had a little bit, but yes, I had a different style of wrestling. I did not try to go ear to ear or head
Oh,
to head.
okay, that
So-
makes a difference, I suppose,
yes.
to your style. Okay, wow.
You
When somebody
notice
says
that.
wrestlers, That's the first thing I look, you know, like,
Okay.
The cauliflower
they were,
ear.
must have
That's
been good.
Yes.
That becomes more predominant in the higher weight classes, doesn't it? I mean, it's actually something that the bigger guys are more prone to, isn't it?
What, getting
The
scooped
cauliflower
around on their
ear.
ear?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
cauliflower
no,
ear
I
thing.
think all
Just across the
yeah,
board.
they're just the style, I would think, but you do see it more on the bigger guys. I mean, because they do lock up more. So yeah, that'd be fair to say.
I have a couple classmates who had cauliflower ears and they had them drained.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just like cartilage. It's fluid.
It started off initially fluid, and then over time it forms to cartilage.
Oh,
It
my
hardens.
word. Well, see, who knew?
Yeah.
You learn something new.
Yes.
And thank you.
Congratulations on your recent induction to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yes, you were
Yes.
recent. We didn't even
No.
talk about that. Yes,
Yeah.
that was very well deserved.
I
from
was
what
very, I was
understand.
honored, and it was their Columbus second year of doing the Hall of Famer. So
Oh,
it's something new, and yeah, I was honored to be a part of that, and I want to think that. I want to share this with, it was a classmate, still, he's not here, living here, but Leon Montgomery was a classmate the whole 4 years of high school, and he was part of this award as well, because he was my workout partner, he was my support person, and we both did well that year. He got a scholarship as well to wrestle at UNI, so
okay.
we lean on each other.
Right. Very
Yeah.
nice. Well, thank you,
Yeah.
Bill, for sharing your story with us.
Thank you. all.
And we're that's what our show wants to do, is highlight the people that are making a difference and people that are the backbone of the city. And of course, Hall of Fame nominees and people that are mentoring every day like you. And then there's Bryan, you know, we like to have him on
But
sometime.
I dig Waterloo.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
I
That's
dig
right.
I dig Waterloo.
And it shows, Bryan. It definitely shows. Well, I think all hearts and minds are clear, Chaveevah.
I believe so, Rocki. And so, at this time, I think we just want to urge everyone to just keep doing what makes you awesome. And why, Rocki?
Because I don't have any more wine.
Aw.
Is that what you're doing? He's going to give me a little wine to make my toast with. Bless you.
You can
See
follow
how-
us on Twitter after the show as we drink more wine. We call that portion of the
Thank
show
you. You
Rewind.
are so nice.
Rewind.
Rewind.
Yeah,
That was
rewind.
a long, right, rewind.
Rewind.
Okay, rewind.
I just made that up,
I
right?
like that.
Good
You're so good
I
on
know.
your feet.
Quick on the draw.
Quick.
Thank
on
you
the
so
draw, I
much.
tell you.
We had a pretty long pre-boom, so that's why the wine is gone.
So
okay.
we have comments?
Yes, just one more.
Okay.
Constance Jane Harris Appling says, you have served your community and your profession well.
Here,
All
here.
right.
Yes, that's to Bill. What about me?
Bill.
Oh, thank
No,
you guys.
I haven't done anything. Awesome.
Yeah.
See everyone next time. Thank you for watching.